Yo, what's good everyone? This is Ayo Boxing with Madiba, and this is a post-fight review of Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. And I'm not surprised by the outcome of this fight. Tommy Fury beat Jake Paul by split decision, and this was a good fight, and it was very entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Jake Paul talked up a big game, and he said he was gonna knock out Tommy Fury, and I almost fell for it, especially since Jake Paul has been active and fighting a lot recently. However, I never counted out Fury due to his real boxing experience, and that experience is what won him the fight. Tommy Fury boxed the ears off of Jake Paul for the majority of this fight. In the first round, Fury was very jittery. It looked like he was nervous, like the moment was getting to him, but once he was able to settle in, he was able to control most of the fight. His jab was the key to this fight, to be honest. His jab was on point. It kept Paul at bay and allowed Fury to throw his combinations and to land that right hand. On the other hand, Jake Paul's inexperience also played a factor in this fight. You have to remember that this is Jake Paul's first fight against a professional boxer. Everyone else that Jake Paul has beaten have either been old MMA guys or YouTubers. Jake Paul's game plan was to land that overhand right to knock out Fury, and that strategy has worked in the past. But Fury was able to take those shots without getting hurt. This fight exposed how basic Jake Paul is and how he has no plan B. Jake Paul had the most success in this fight when he was fighting Fury toe-to-toe at the mid-range, but when Fury decided to box and move, Jake Paul had no real answer to that. Jake Paul has slow feet, he can't really cut off the ring, he's not that good at closing distance, and his defense is not that good. He would shell up and keep his head on the line. Fury also kept his head on the line as well, but his defense was better than Jake Paul's overall. However, I will give Jake Paul some credit in this fight. He did do some good things. He made several adjustments throughout the fight. He would throw that right hook to the body and then throw that overhand right to the head. He also implemented level changes to land that overhand right. Jake Paul found success throwing that counter left hook when Fury would throw his jab and when Fury kept his head on the line. And when Jake Paul decided to use his jab, he would find success. Jake Paul was throwing an up jab that was able to catch Fury multiple times. And a counter jab is what knocked down Fury in the final round. But Fury was just one level above Jake Paul. I mean, Jake Paul tried his best. I can't blame him for that. It was just that Tommy Fury's experience overall in the ring just really showed in this fight. I'm not the biggest fan of influencer boxing, but this was better than some real professional fights, so shout out to them. It was a competitive fight, but I thought that Fury won. The only reason why the fight was a split decision is because of the point deduction that Fury received. If it wasn't for that, it would have been a unanimous decision or majority decision, even with the knockdown for Fury. I thought that both point deductions were unnecessary, so fuck that ref, he was like messing up the fight and its flow. But Jake Paul has a rematch clause, so they're definitely going to fight again sometime this year. I didn't like the excuses that Jake Paul made. He should have just taken the L gracefully, especially with all the shit that he was talking before the fight, saying that he would do this, that, blah, 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 you know. He should have just taken that shit and just ate it like a real champ. The question is, can Jake Paul beat Fury in a rematch? I doubt it. Fury is only going to get better from this fight, and he may even stop or knock out Jake Paul in the next fight. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing with Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.